तो ये यहाँ पे ऐसा आज टाइम खाना होता है. You can see this. आज डे 7 है और हम लोग आज जाने वाले हैं डे टूर के लिए लिस्बन में. So we have left from here. We are going walking towards the bus stop. It will take 10 minutes and it is the whole day tour.
Looks nice, na?
चलो. So today is a big day for us. Look at this. This is the tram car tracks, and then we are going to the Sintra and Pena Palace. Walking towards town. After 10 minutes we'll take a bus and then we will go from there. तो यहाँ पे हम लोग चल चल के ऐसा नीचे स्टेप्स के तरफ जा रहे हैं. तो 10 मिनट का जैसा रास्ता है उसमें से 5 मिनट्स कवर हो चुका है. हम लोगों ने ये डे टूर सिंट्रा एंड पीना पैलेस का क्लूक ऐप से बुक किया हुआ है, जिसमें हम लोग सिंट्रा और पीना पैलेस देखेंगे अच्छे से और ये पूरा दिन कवर हो जाएगा वहाँ देखने के लिए. सो अभी यहाँ जैसे आप देख सकते हो कितना अच्छा सीनिक ब्यूटी है, बिल्डिंग्स कितने अच्छे हैं. और हम लोग अभी पहुँच रहे हैं एक ब्यूटीफुल हिस्टोरिकल लैंडमार्क के पास जो फेमस है, जिसका नाम है द किंग पेड्रो स्क्वायर.
The landscape is so different. Sintra, see on your left, the aqueduct, but take a look as actually thought about that, but I can see what the new trend is. Your job is to be back on the bus on time, because if you're not, then everyone else is. Another thing is the big chimneys. They're both 33 meters tall, and they are on top of the kitchens. You know when I mentioned that the king would come on hunts and then hunt the animals? Saying something about the place.
So we are reaching the Sintra Pena Palace. The ticket cost is around 1,100 rupees. So we booked in advance, so we didn't have to wait here in the line. So we are going inside and we will see the beautiful view of the palace. So if you want to skip the line, you need to book the ticket online in advance. I booked it via Klook app, so you can also book via Klook app. You will get the best deals over there. Bus for senior citizens to go up.
Together there, so that because Ferdinand wanted to do something. Good. Well, we still have to go up a little bit more. I checked with the security. Looked like a medieval fortress or palace that you'd find somewhere in North Africa, from Morocco to Tunisia. You'd find that, and then you have this section that looks very late European, but with exotic twists. And I'll have to explain a little bit more about that as we go up.
Here there is a slope where you have to walk up, and we are a little tired climbing up. You can see this. There is a bus for senior citizens, but we thought of exploring things, so we came up walking. You can see how beautiful the palace is from outside. This Pena Palace in Sintra has its own beauty with the beautiful panoramic view. You can see this, how beautiful the palace looks, and really the weather is pleasant here. So this is the view from the outside of the palace. Now we will slowly move ahead and go inside and look at the beauty from inside. So let's walk. Still we have to walk 10 minutes further, and then we go inside and see the beauty.
Then walks to Portugal. If you go to the Tower of Belém, it has these little towers. You go to the Monastery of Geronimo, it is simultaneously very European, but also some corners and decorations a bit more like from the other side. Why? Well, because in the 1500s we had a king called, will forever be remembered as Manuel the Fortunate. I can fill in the blanks later, but what we need to know is if he decided to send a guy to India and it was successful, he would become the richest man in the world. And if he sent another guy with even more boats to also go to India, but he gets lost in the storm, loses 9 of his ships in the storm, and then finds Brazil instead, then Manuel's gonna get rich anyway. So that's why he's known as Manuel the Fortunate. Because whatever happens, he's gonna be okay. also was the first king that was also not king of Portugal, but also king of Portugal, Brazil, North Africa, the Malabar Coast, Goa, Timor, and a bunch of places around the world. Maybe it would have been easier to just call him the Emperor of Portugal and the Portuguese Empire, but this is more 18th century. We're still close to the Middle Ages. He is an emperor, but it's easier to just say Manuel, first of his name, king of something, 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 and also this place, and that other place down there. Oh, and that. And that is why he brought all of this influence from these places into his own architectural style. Which is why it all looks like a big mix of a lot of things that you don't expect to be together. But this is Portugal, because World War
Not allow you to go together inside. They will send you in batches. The security is very tight here. You can see how systematically they are sending in the groups and well maintained, and they have very well organized property. Look at this. We are going to
look at the bottom parts of the arch, it actually looks like coral, yeah? And shells and things, which means that this handsome looking fellow over here is going to be Poseidon, or Neptune, or Aquaman, someone related to the sea, yes? A man known as Gizeh. Gizeh is the ancestor of all the important people in Christianity, meaning Jesus and John the Baptist. I see you, friends. I'm over here. Vou buscar os dois que estão ali perdidos.
Olha, tem que encostar ao grupo ali, tá bem? Tem que encostar ao grupo.
Com certeza. Ok, eu só preciso
Vou-te passar então.
And their children, and also honored certain professions like the butler, the lady in waiting, the count of usually their images that look like it's part of the fame, like Let's go. Charles of Braganza was king of Portugal. Actual painting of the walls, you can see that these are the nymphs of Sintra, Pena Palace on top of the main floor. Charles liked to use this as his offices, and the next room is actually the place where he slept. Out of all the kings that we had, King Charles was not a dum-dum. He studied oceanography, which I would say is a pretty important thing for the King of Portugal to focus on, seeing as we have a whole legacy and heritage around the sea. I just wish that he went to Parliament more often and had less lovers, because that created a little bit of a problem in his marriage to Queen Amelia of Orleans. And I think before this gets more confusing, I should maybe give you, because Maria in the 1840s, they had a bunch of bibis, right? And one of those bibis was called Leon. She was more introspective, more quiet, and more hardworking woman. By the end of her life, this is the cross of the Order of Christ, which is similar to the Templar Order cross. And the one in the middle that's a bit faded is the coat of arms of Portugal. I'll point to that one. King that was known for being lucky had a son called John III, also known as John the Pious. He's unfortunately known for one bad thing, which was inviting the Inquisition over to Portugal, and another thing, which is founding the Jesuit order, giving all the necessary resources that the Jesuit order needed, so they could fulfill their divine mission to go around the world and reach everyone in the group. Please notice what I'm doing with my hand. Spiritual, political arm of the Portuguese expansion. The crown, the Vatican, and the Jesuit order were all in cahoots with each other, so that we could take Christianity around the world. Because it was the complicated because if I say the wrong thing, you won't understand me and you think a bridge between the Portuguese culture and the culture that they enter. Visibility is improving a little bit, so there's always a window to get an amazing view from, and in the rooms we can see these beautiful vaulting keys, and notice that the pine, this is made of plaster, and it's an illusion that it's a pine cone tree. And also, do you like the planks in the planks? They're not planks. It has a Brazilian black chestnut wood bed, and it has a roof that features something more reminiscent of that actual Ottoman Muslim style that I mentioned. It's also covered in gold, and the vaulting keys celebrate 2 marriages. On both sides you see the red flag of Portugal, so that is the marriage of Maria of Braganza and Carlos of Braganza. This one is earlier, that one is later. Blue is the flag of Queen Amélie, so that is the marriage of Carl of the House of Braganza and the House of Orleans. And here is the house of well, still the House of Braganza, and this other symbol, which is black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and Oh, I want one of these things for me. I have a lot of those. It serves a very important function, which is obvious. We drink tea in here. I get paid to say these things. But, fun fact, or maybe not so fun fact, it is a gendered space. This is a safe space for the ladies. The gents go to the tobacco room to smoke cigars. Over here, he's remembered as Manuel the Unfortunate because he had no luck whatsoever. But actually, I like to remember him as Manuel the Patriot due to a few stories that I'll tell you. When the time is. If anyone, for the children in the group or the young at heart, you can play Where is Waldo in this room. But you're not looking for Waldo, you're looking for Ferdinand. Here, we saw at the entrance. Wrong things. This is Ferdinand remembering the Ottoman constructions of the old world. And
So finally we went through the whole palace. It took us around 2 hours to roam inside this palace. It was very huge and big and very, very beautiful. You can see this. The weather here is very pleasant and very nice. The guide guided us very well, and now we are going to the cafe. यहाँ पे कैफ़े भी बना हुआ है जो बहुत ही अच्छा है. You can see this. Here is this surroundings. It's looking so beautiful and so nice. Sintra has its own beauty. You can see the palace from above. You can see the view from here. The whole Portugal का view यहाँ से दिखता है. So this is the must visit place where you have to come to Sintra via bus and visit this place. यहाँ पे पोर्चुगल में आए और ये जगह नहीं आए तो आप सिंट्रा घूमे ही नहीं, ऐसा है. बहुत ही खूबसूरत है ये, जैसे आप देख सकते हो.
For making visits to the king, whether you were a minister, whether you were an ambassador, whether you were, if you had official business and you needed to meet the king and queen in the Palace of Pena, this is where you gather. However, like I said, Ferdinand built this as an intimate house, so this was only used for like 2 important meetings. The rest of the time, Ferdinand used this to play billiard. The black. But what I love about this room is this little picture over here. So you can compare the majesty of the Portuguese royal family and the family tragedy of the Braganças. It is Manuel, his bereaved mother, and their 3 dogs. And this was all that was left of this particular branch of the bloodline in 1909. Wow. To a certain extent, maybe that's why Manuel said, I don't want any more Portuguese blood in my hands. Also, I'm fed up with this. I mean, it's just generally...
We are walking towards the Yellow Arc, which is the historical place, again with historic aura. Look at this. Look at the view here. Look at the whole palace, how beautiful it looks. And the colors are really very vibrant and nice. Time to leave from Sintra Palace and go for some lunch. So we'll have some lunch because we have left from morning. So the guide is taking us to a famous place where we'll get lunch. कैसा है ये सूप?
Okay.
क्या मंगाया था?
सी फूड वो है सूप है.
और ये क्या आइटम?
ये कोई होम स्टाइल फिश का आइटम है.
पोर्चुगीज स्टाइल है ना वो,
यहाँ का लोकल डिश है.
पर अपने को थोड़ा ओके ओके लग रहा है ना.
इसके अंदर चिकपीस है, फिर आलू है, फिश है.
ठीक है, खाओ मजे करो. So with the beautiful memories of Sintra, we are moving ahead to our pickup location and we will go to Cascias and Quinta De Regeliera. So these two places are left, then our day tour will get over. So let's go further and explore. There is a live music going on here. They are playing it very nicely. So we have reached the Quinta De Regeliera. So let's go and explore this tall building from inside. So look at the beauty from outside. It is so nice and beautiful. This is also Guardian's Gate, Quinta De Regeliera. So we are going inside and we will explore the thing. It is really very beautiful. Whenever they are here in Portugal, please do visit this place at Sintra and Pena Palace and this Quinta De Regeliera. So it's quite beautiful. Look at the depth. It's so representing the journey to the earth to alignment. Look how beautiful it looks. A spiral staircase descends 27 meters. 9 landings representing 9 circles also. So it was a very beautiful place. We had a great time here. Now it's time for some photography from outside. Look how beautiful it looks from outside. There is a small museum here besides that, so we will go there and see from inside. This is also telling about the whole thing inside and it's explaining self-explanatory. So one who comes here can just visit this museum too, which is really very near to this Quinta De Regeliera. So we have explored this museum. Now slowly we will walk towards our pickup point and we will wait for our driver to come. But by mistake we missed our bus, so we had to go from here by a cab. हम लोगों ने कासा पीवी फ्रूटा से क्या लिया? चॉकलेट केक और कुछ अलग अलग आइटम है, 3-4 ले लिए. कैसा लग रहा है? बहुत अच्छा है ना. बहुत ही अच्छा है. ऐसा लग रहा है जैसे मावा भरा है. वेरी नाइस. बेकरी प्रोडक्ट्स यहाँ पे काफ़ी लाइन लगी हुई है और टोकन वाइज देते हैं और एक ही लड़की ऑर्गेनाइज कर रही है फटाफट. कितना फास्ट कर रही है आज, कितना चाहिए, बहुत ही ज़्यादा फास्ट क्लिक कर रही है. So our driver and guide had told us not to miss the sweets from here, so we had cake from here. It was really very yummy and tasty, but उस चक्कर में हम लोग का बस छूट गया. So we had to go via cab. So we can book via Uber also, but we couldn't get because it was a busy day, and so we are walking towards the taxi. So the taxi wala will take us to Cascias and from there our driver will take us to the drop point. So we have reached here at Cascias. Look at the beauty here. हम लोग का बस छूट गया था, तो वहाँ से यहाँ कैस्केस आने के लिए हम लोग को कैब करना पड़ा. कैब ऊबर में तो 11 यूरोस बता रहा था. सो बट हम लोग वो ऊबर बुक ही नहीं हो रहा था, बहुत टाइम लग रहा था और वो बहुत ही ज़्यादा भीड़ का जगह था. इसके लिए फिर वी हैव टू टेक अ टैक्सी एंड देन वी केम हियर. इट कॉस्ट अराउंड 17 यूरोस.
18 and a half.
No, it was 17. 18 and a half. So we reached here at Cascias. It is in Lisbon again. So you can see this.
It's a beach actually.
It's a beach. यहाँ पे छोटे बोट्स हैं.
यहाँ पे अराउंड 45 मिनट का ब्रेक दिया है जस्ट टू रिलैक्स एंड देन वी गो बैक इन द सेम बस. होपफुली हम बस फिर से ना मिस करें तो हम जल्दी जाएंगे और इसके बाद टूर एंड हो जाएगा. दे विल ड्रॉप अस एट द ड्रॉप पॉइंट एंड द डे एंड्स. उसके बाद में एक बहुत लंबा जर्नी है रात का ओवरनाइट टू गो टू मेड्रिड. जैसा हमने पहले भी बताया कि इट्स अ कॉस्ट इफेक्टिव और चीपेस्ट मॉडल हमने ढूंढा था. एक रीज़न था कि कॉस्ट, दूसरा रीज़न था कनेक्टिविटी
और तीसरा रीज़न ये भी था कि हम लोग होटल का स्टे बच रहा था.
हाँ, तो ये सारे देखते हुए हमने मेड्रिड के लिए रात को बस लिया है जो हमको ओवरनाइट जर्नी है. 11 साढ़े 11 से स्टार्ट होके सुबह 7:30 या 8 o'clock पहुंचा देगा. फिर वहाँ पे हमको एक सरप्राइज़ मिलने वाला है जो इंडिया से आ गया है, आ गई होगी पार्सल. तो सनिका विल जॉइन अस इन मेड्रिड फॉर अनदर वीक, जहाँ पे कि आई विल बी गोइंग फॉर माई वर्क एंड देन दीज टू विल एंजॉय द ट्रिप.
Yes. Madrid. Hope you all enjoyed watching this Cascais view. Look at this bike, it's so nice. ऐसा लग रहा है इसके ऊपर बैठ के चलाने लग जाऊँ, but I can't because I need to ride the bike also, and I don't know to ride bike. I know to drive scooter or Activa. So look at this, so nice bike it was, and look at the beauty here. It's really beautiful. Time for some ice cream. कैसा था ये मटका वाला कुल्फी? पोर्चुगल वाला आइसक्रीम था ना?
फेमस आइसक्रीम है
ओके, 5 euros.
सैटिनी फेमस ब्रांड है, उसका मैं हेज़लनट लिया है.
अच्छा, एंड इट इज पोर्चुगल आइसक्रीम.
पोर्चुगल का फेमस आइसक्रीम.
Time to leave with beautiful memories of Sintra Pena Palace and Portugal. So tomorrow we will be in Madrid because we are going to take a bus from here, from Lisbon, and go to Madrid via bus. It is of 11:15 in the night. So now we are going back to our Airbnb house. From Lisbon, we had taken a bus to Madrid because that was the cheapest option from Omeo Travels, and now we are going via this train to the Airbnb house. So please do like, share, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for my Madrid vlog. Thank you, love you all, take care of yourself.